Hello everybody, my name is DoomFish. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make a very simple two-way elevator that you can call up and down from any point on the elevator right here. So looking at it, right now the elevator's at the bottom. If we head to the bottom, we can just go ahead and hit this button and see that it goes up just like you'd expect an elevator to do. And then it'll come up at the top, and we can do the same thing and send it back down. Now the interesting thing about this design is that if you ever use one of these elevators, especially on a multiplayer server, you would know that sometimes when you're up here, like let's say you're at the top of the base and you want to go down, the elevator isn't there for you. But with this design, we can just hit the button, and the elevator will come right back up. And then we can go ahead and press this button again once it's up here and send it right back down, so we can go ahead and travel to the lower floors. And this same exact concept works the exact same way at the bottom, so the elevator's at the top, and you're at the bottom, you can go ahead and press the button and just go ahead and call the elevator down to this position right here. So let's show you the materials needed to build this machine. You'll need 6 observers, a trapdoor, 2 buttons, 4 logs, 24 leaves, 7 sticky pistons, a redstone torch, around a stack of solid blocks, 8 slime blocks, 4 redstone repeaters, 4 comparators, 25 redstone dust, a normal piston, and 4 pieces of obsidian. First, go ahead and place your obsidian in a square like this. Then go ahead and place down 2 slime blocks, place down a sticky piston facing up on the right side, and then go ahead and place down a sticky piston facing down on the left like so. Place 2 slime blocks on top, place another 4 2x2 square up here, and then place down some solid blocks on top of that. Now for this downward facing piston, we're going to want to place a observer that's facing towards this, or away from this slime block right here. So the first thing we need to do is place down some obsidian on top so our slime machine doesn't actually move, and then go ahead and just place your observer like so. Do the same thing right here, so we're going to go ahead, I'm just using observers as a temporary block, and we should get observers that look something like this. Now we can go ahead in this bottom observer and place down a trapdoor with a block on the side like so, and then a button right here. So this is going to be the bottom of our elevator, so the next step is to find out where you want the top of the elevator to be. I'm just going to go up a certain amount of blocks, and then go ahead and make a ring shape right here. So sort of surrounding our elevator down there, go ahead and make a 2x2 hole right here, and then go ahead and break these temporary blocks all the way down, and leave this obsidian there for now. We should get something that looks like this, where our elevator is right in this hole right here. Now standing on the side where our button is on the bottom, we're going to go ahead and place down 1 block down here, place down a temporary block back here, place down a block here, break these 2 blocks, and then we're going to go ahead and place a sticky piston right here, and our normal piston right here. And go ahead and place down 3 blocks right here, so 1, 2, 3, and then place down redstone dust and a torch like so. Now next to this torch, what we're going to go ahead and do is head on this side right here, place down a block here, place down a repeater set to 1 tick, and then go ahead and place down a little 4x4, or a 2x4, excuse me, rectangle of blocks right here. And we're going to make this a pulse extender by placing 2 comparators like so, and then 2 like so, and then just placing dust on these other blocks right here. Now go ahead on this block right here, place down a block like so, and then put a button on it right here, and this is going to be to call and send down our elevator from the top. Now go ahead and place down a block right here, 1 right here, and then place dust on it like so. Now if you've done this correctly, we can go ahead and remove this piece of obsidian right here, and if we press this button, we'll see that the elevator will go up, and it should stop right at the top, flush with these set of blocks up here. And when we hit the button again, it'll go ahead and send it right back down. So next step is to make the system that will actually enable us to call the elevator from a spot that it's not currently at. So for example, if we press the button up here, absolutely nothing is going to happen except for these pistons are going to fire, but this elevator is not actually going to be moving. So first up, starting from the bottom here, we're going to look at this trapdoor. We're going to count 4 blocks to the right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Place down a sticky piston here with a oak log on top. Then go ahead and leave a space right here and place down 6 leaves in a sort of vertical arrangement here. And then place down your observer on top, into another sticky piston, into another oak log, and then do the same exact thing up here. And so do this until you reach about this point. It doesn't really have to be perfect, but just about to where you're almost level with our top ring right here. And now we're going to head 2 temporary blocks up here, 1 temporary block to the right, and we're going to place a sticky piston facing downward, then we can break these blocks right here. And we're basically going to do the same thing. We're going to place down an oak log, we're going to leave a space right here, and place down a total of 6 leaves down, then another observer, sticky piston, another log, same exact thing, and we should reach the bottom right here. So with 6 leaves, we get down to this spot right here. Now at the top, on this leaf right here, we're going to place an observer facing out of it, and then we're going to go ahead and make a little staircase down like so. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and then go ahead and place down 1 more, so we go down 4, and loop back around to this side, so we're going to place 1 here, down here, over to here, and basically all we need to do is grab ourselves a repeater and some dust, and then go ahead and place that here. So we're going to place dust all the way here, And then we're going to go ahead and place down a 4-tick repeater right here. Now down at the bottom here, we're going to place down an observer facing out of this leaf block on the side here, and then go ahead and line this up with this trapdoor right here, and go ahead and we're going to place down dust here, we're going to place down 4-tick repeater here, and dust like so. Now the last step is to go ahead and hook up our buttons to these pistons right here, and to do that, I'm going to just place some dust on the bottom here into a block, so 4 pieces of dust to the right and then a block. Now at the top, we're going to place 1 block here, 1 block up here, 1 block up to the left, heading into a block right here, and we can place some redstone dust right there. Now our machine should be complete, we can press the button from the top, and we should see that this elevator comes up to us, like so, just like we saw in the demonstration earlier. And there we go. And we can go ahead and do the same thing from the bottom here. So one piece of advice that I would have is make sure that your elevators, or the bottom and the top of your elevator, are actually pretty far away from each other. If they're too close, you might get some trouble with these pistons firing when they shouldn't, or they fire too often, they'll actually trigger the elevator when it gets back up there. But otherwise, you should be good to go. So I've got like around a 13 block gap here, I think, between this block right here, and then where it lands up here, and that should be perfectly fine. And one thing to note is that if you want to cover up a lot of this stuff in here, you can do that just fine. Just make sure that you have either obsidian or glazed terracotta or another block that can't be pushed by pistons on the sides here. So if we put solid blocks here, the machine will stop working. So go ahead and use blocks that can't be moved by slime blocks or pistons. So that's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it or found it informative, and if you did, don't be afraid to leave a like, and you can subscribe for more content just like this in the future, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.